Hello and welcome to Orc Rogues, where we talk about everything nerdy, geeky, and just plain fun. My name is Thomas.
And I'm Michael.
As you can see, Derek is not with us today. Unfortunately, he's feeling a little bit under the weather, so hopefully we'll have him back next week, all brand new, chipper, good, and ready to go. In some way, those words probably make sense, but, words are hard. We have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today, and by that, I mean we're talking about Star Trek, because Michael here is a bit of an expert on the subject.
Not really.
He has loved Star Trek ever since we were in elementary school together.
Not really.
In fact, he is the one who got me into Star Trek.
Not really.
I promise, all of these things happened exactly the way that I said them.
This is not fake news.
Oh, you went the fake news route. That's okay. I like that.
They're alternate facts. It's okay. We got this.
Oh gosh, we here at Orc Rogues are not part of any political affiliation, nor will we ever be, because actually, it's pretty good television. Maybe we should talk about it at some point. I don't know.
Lizard people. Speaking of the Gorn,
the Gorn. Go ahead. Tell us about the Gorn.
I didn't see him in the new trailer.
Yeah, they were not in the new trailer.
Bald
What was in the
though.
Yeah. What was with that?
Not enough Rogaine.
I like the new trailer. For any of you who saw my reaction when the trailer first dropped, I really did enjoy it, mainly because I was so relieved to see that version of the Discovery, that it wasn't the flying turd. Because flying turd. But it did have some little interesting things.
Yeah.
Bald Klingons, bridge under the saucer, which is innovative, I'll give you, but it completely contradicts the design of the ships at that time. And that kind of bugged me.
100 years of Federation starship design.
Yeah.
Kind of out the window.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because we don't really know the actual... Every starship has its own, either a general purpose or, a specialized purpose. We really don't know yet what exactly it is.
And there's been a lot of talk that this is going to be like more of a science vessel, more of just a research vessel.
Mm-hmm. They made a science vessel that is literally like a ball with some nacelles on it, so...
No, that was a medical vessel.
Was it medical?
It was medical.
Okay, but yeah, either way. So
so
anything
this could
is
be
possible.
This could actually be really cool. The whole design of the bridge kind of reminded me of the newer movies.
Yeah, very sleek.
Very sleek, very lens flary, very open as far as the view screen that's not really a view screen for the first time in any Star Trek series.
It is supposed to be an older ship, though, so...
It is.
So maybe that's why.
Which would be fine. I'd be perfectly okay with that if that was what was on the... I forgot the classification of ship. The NX Enterprise from Star Trek Enterprise. If that didn't have the view screen like all the other ships do, I would have been okay with that, but it did. And that's why I'm not entirely cool with it.
Well, have they actually said whether this is supposed to be in the same timeline?
I believe it follows the timeline of this series. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I believe I remember seeing that somewhere. Okay. That it does not follow the timeline of the movies, but of the actual 5 series that have come out. The original series, Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, and Enterprise. Granted, Enterprise is debatable as far as where it fits into canon, mainly because it's not canon, or it breaks canon pretty frequently. Mm-hmm. Still love the show, though. And then, of course, if you've been keeping up with all of the latest and greatest trailers, you know there's another space-based series coming out, very, very similar to Star Trek. In fact, I would go so far to say words are hard. It's a parody. It is a parody, and it is a beautiful looking parody, and that is Seth MacFarlane's
The Orville.
The Orville. Completely forgot the name of it.
I'm assuming they're referencing the Wright brothers.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clever.
I'm assuming. I don't know. They could have just picked it because it's at this point in time, kind of a rare and odd sounding name because nobody's called Orville now. It's like Beatrice and Gertrude.
So the Orville looks pretty awesome, actually. Very interesting ship design. Granted, I don't think they were trying to go after Star Trek exactly. I mean, other than the exact bridge design, the color pattern on the suits, the aliens serving on the ship.
It is supposed to remind you of it, so.
But the ship looked nothing like Federation
kind of
ships in Star Trek.
I think of the Voyager.
Okay, I can kind of see that.
Pointier look to it.
But it didn't have the dual warp.
Yeah, it's all kind of swept back. It's more streamlined looking.
But it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane, of course, is funny. Now, we were talking a little bit before about it. My concern is that it's going to be those same old, now dry Seth MacFarlane jokes. Especially with it being a TV series.
I could see it going either way, but at the same time, he has so much, like, years and years of, like, pop culture references and just jokes that if he is basing it solely off Star Trek, that it's kind of built up over the years.
Yeah.
He's got so much of that you know, people could just be like, and then some people could be like, you know.
Yeah.
You know, just referencing something. I'm sure there's going to be red shirts being killed at some point.
I really hope so.
I would laugh.
Though I do love that they did not make the commanders red or yellow. They made them blue. And that was a very clever idea. Also, I don't believe there are yellow shirts on this one. I believe it's blue, green, and red. So, yeah. So, yeah, can't wait to see what happens with that. Hopefully it's going to be really, really good. So that's about all we have time for today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you have any thoughts on the new Star Trek Discovery trailer or the Orville trailer or anything else that you'd like to see us discuss in the future, be sure to leave those in the comments. And if you haven't already done it, hit that subscribe button. If you're on mobile, hit the notification button so you can know whenever we post a new video. Also, big welcome to our new Instagram friends. I have finally started to figure out what all that is about. Because Instagram. Yeah, it's pictures. But either way, welcome to all of you. Until next time, we are Orc Rogues.